Alright, so I want to talk a little bit about Ushiro sankaku, or triangles from the rear. If you look in my feed, I've done a short where I'm catching a guy in a live roll with a Ushiro sankaku. I've had a couple of comments made on that video that lead me to believe that people think that my partner is tapping because of an arm bar. On the contrary, I'm actually strangling him and he's tapping because of the triangle strangle. So I want to talk about a detail that most people don't understand when it comes to doing the rear triangle. So if I have my partner here and I'm in back mount and I start across, I get my leg across her body from here and I get what's called a straight jack, and I get a 2 over grips where I've got control of her wrist. And I use this one, I push her hand down so that her hand stays below her chest line. That allows me to be able to bring my foot in, and from here I get the arm over the back, and now I have access to a one hand in and a one hand out of the guard. From here I swing the leg over and I grab my shin to secure this closed wedge around my opponent's body. Now from here I'm going to extend and I'm going to roll over, bringing my strangle leg up over the top, or up so the foot's facing the ceiling, and I'm going to lock up my triangle. From here, I'm going to scoot back so that my opponent drops into the triangle. Now, a lot of times when I first learned rear triangle, everybody would talk about how you have to crunch up and pull your partner back, and how or get their legs so you can crunch them up and get the strangle. The problem is when you have an opponent who's fighting you and trying to defend this, they're trying to get away from you, so it makes it very difficult for you to be able to pull them back and get the strangle. A real simple fix to the problem with Ushiro sankaku is this: get your opponent's arm that's in the triangle, get their knuckles to your chest. When you do that, it puts their shoulder into their carotid artery, and now I simply squeeze and I get the strangulation. Everybody thinks that I'm arm barring the arm. I'm not. I need their knuckles to my chest. By putting their knuckles to my chest, you can see that it starts filling in this gap right here. This is what allows me to strangle her. If she's down, there's a big open gap right here. So again, this is how we want to finish Ushiro sankaku. I have the leg across my opponent's body. I may have a kimura grip or a double over grip. I push her hand below her chest line, feed my leg in so I can get her arm out of the triangle. From here, I throw my leg over, use my under grip to grab my shin, closing this wedge around her. From here, I extend and roll to the other side, bringing my strangle leg so that the palm of my foot is facing the ceiling. From here, scoot out, lock up my triangle. Now from here, if you look, right, my opponent, there's a big open gap there. You look in that video and I'm fighting to get my opponent's arm back here. His arm is even bent. If you see it in the video, his arm is bent. I need the knuckles here. What that did was that put his shoulder into the carotid artery. Now I can squeeze and get the strangulation. Thank you, warriors. Hope you all learned something from that. Drop a comment, ask questions. We love sharing our information and our knowledge.